All right, we are live. A fishery live. Does anybody come? Socrates, what's going on? How are you doing? How's your week been so far? And welcome back to the stream. Just out walking your dog? Nice. I just put my dog to bed, actually. Because he would have gotten mad at me if I kept the light on. Yeah, he's spoiled. So when he's tired, he has to make sure that the light is turned off. So I kicked him out of here so he could go into his little area and hang out. The last day breathing in eternal snow. I got 5 dogs. Nice. What kind of dogs do you have? That's awesome. I just have the one dog right now. Trying to wear mine down. Got a lot of energy, huh? Yeah, that happens. Terriers. Okay. So like pit bull terriers, or a whole bunch of different terriers. Mine's a white lab. Okay. I have a Rottweiler. Rat terriers and a fox terrier. Okay, cool. No, that's definitely cool. Yeah, no, I have a Rottweiler. He turns 9 years old here in May. So in about 5 months. So he's technically 8.5 right now. He's my boy. He's a big boy though. That's for sure. That's for sure. So this is the first time I think I've actually seen you hop in my stream. The last day breathing in eternal snow. I was gonna ask you, are you subscribed to the channel, or did you just stumble across my stream? You've been a metalhead for 12 years. Awesome. Yeah, I could say. Well, let's see. I first started listening to. I grew up listening to rock and metal with my father. So I could say for the majority of my life, I've been listening to heavy music. Metal's everything. I'm wearing my Revocation shirt. Okay, awesome. I just stumbled across my channel. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be straight up with you and honest. I'm not an overreactor. I don't jump around. I don't get too excited. The main purpose of me is just kind of really just checking out new music, listening to music, and just kind of just more of a chill, laid back vibe. I don't ever like to jump around and get too crazy because I feel like, although that might be fun to watch, it's not genuine and authentic. So for me, that's kind of blah. And I guess because I'm in two bands, I've played a lot of shows, I've been to a lot of shows, and so when I watch guys react to music that way, it seems very clickbaity. Seems just very clickbaity and very, I don't know, just not authentic. Zachary Shermer. Hopefully I didn't completely mess up your name. I apologize. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, man? How you doing? YouTube Real Estate, welcome back to the stream. Good evening, chat. What's going on? How you doing? Hope everyone's having a good night. It's Friday night. We get to go into the weekend, which is definitely nice. Everyone likes a good weekend, right? Or at least I do. You don't have to work. Unfortunately, it's a pandemic, You mean like Alex Hefner? Yeah, I mean, I've seen way worse. I watch his videos, and I mean, that's, if people like it, good. I mean, they have their niche, right? That's their thing. They got big by pretending to listen to something for the first time ever. So it's like, oh, first time ever listening to rap music, and it's like, really, you've never listened to rap music? Oh, you've never heard a rock song before? Okay. So yeah, that's the one I struggle with, because a lot of them like, and that's the clickbait here on YouTube. It's like, first time ever listening to rock music. It's like, really? Zachary says, Zachary says, nothing much. I just showed one of my friends this Japanese band I've been listening to. Well, Zach, what's the Japanese band you're listening to? We all need to know. Astral Black comes in. Yeah, our boy keeps it real. No clickbait. For those of you who don't know, Astral Black is actually the band that I do vocals in, or one of the bands I do vocals in. So if you want to hear one of the styles of vocals that I do, you can check out that YouTube channel and hear our two latest singles. They are premiered on Slam Worldwide, though. Wocher Mofos. I don't know what that means, Sergeant Six Killa, but welcome back to the stream. I'm purely a metalhead. I don't like rap. That's cool. I mean, I'm open to listening to different genres. I don't, I'm not going to be like, yeah, every genre sucks but metal. I'm not like that. There's plenty of songs that I will enjoy that are artists, like, rap artists. There's rap artists I enjoy. There's country artists that I enjoy. I would say primarily, though, those are few and far between compared to what I typically listen to. I typically am almost always listening to metal. Darren Gray is one of my favorite Japanese metal bands. That's fair. A lot of people love Darren Gray. They're a very, very, very talented band. Even more so the vocalist. He's incredibly talented. I've been listening to a band called, I'm going to mess it up, Maybre? I completely ruined that, I'm sure. They're a great band, but they have sadly disbanded. Yeah, that makes sense. X Japan is my favorite Japanese band. My favorite Japanese band is Deviloof. I love Deviloof, and I also like Dexcore. And then if you want to look at more, I guess, widely known in the U.S., then you're going to look at Crossfaith, and you're going to look at Crystal Lake. Nice Browns hat. I love it. Yeah, absolutely, man. I got to support my hometown, man. The Browns, they've had some bad seasons, but still love them. Dexcore is great. I mean, so I kind of stumbled across Visual K, on my reaction journey, which was kind of cool because that led me to bands like Jaluka, Deviloof, Dexcore. There's another one. What did I just listen to? Oh, shit. I cannot remember. I'm gonna bring up my own videos here and try to find it. Oh man. Nazaire. They were pretty cool too. Brown pants. Oh boy. The band that got me into metal was a Japanese band I've been listening to for 12 years. Okay. Yeah, Hide the X Japan guitarist. He inspired me Yeah. Oh, so inspired you to start learning. Okay, they broke up in 2011. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these bands I just kind of stumbled across because I'm like, wow, Deviloof, that song, they kind of like went viral to an extent, especially in the reaction, I guess you can call it reaction community, with their song Torture, that because it was just all over the place. It was just a wild song. Giants are the best, though. We can forgive you for being a Browns fan. They were called Despairs Ray. Interesting. Amber, welcome back to the stream. Hey, I remembered I'm here not that long after stream started. Yeah, you made it this time. I've only been going for 10 minutes, so you're doing great. You're doing great. Ace, my favorite Australian, is back. Are you drinking some more scotch? But welcome back to the stream, Ace. Not here. Here. Everyone loves a here. Archspire is my favorite band, though. Archspire is killer. I should say they were killer. Yeah, Visual Kei is an interesting genre. Well, I wouldn't even consider it a genre because I think Visual Kei isn't just within music, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I might be thinking of something else, but it's the whole, thought process of costumes and makeup and visual storytelling, right? I think that there's two instances where Visual Kei is really cool, and then Visual Kei can be kind of stupid. In the instance of if you're using the Visual Kei portion of it to dress up, the makeup, the mask to represent maybe the story you're telling, or the music that you're writing, and it's kind of like it goes along with it. I think it's really cool because it kind of fits into the whole scheme and the idea of maybe like a music video. But I think that it can be weird, and it maybe just because it's my personal opinion of them just dressing up in just randomness for no reason at all. There's no like reasoning behind why they're doing it, Archbar is coming out with a new album. Really? Did not know that. Fair enough. Okay. Do you guys know the band Aberrant Construct? I do not. I'm going to have to write that down. So if you are new to my stream, guys, a lot of times if you have bands you want me to check out, you want me to react to, put it in the chat. I really enjoy kind of talking with you guys and checking, new bands out. The whole purpose of this one is to get to know you guys live and kind of talk to you guys, just relax on a Friday. But also the last couple of weeks I've been doing is you guys have given me so many new bands to check out, and I've been trying to check them out. So Aberrant Construct, would you say that's a band that I need to react to? Socrates, favorite Japanese metal: Maximum the Hormone, Unlucky Morpheus, and Undead Corporation. So yeah, I still need to check out Undead Corporation. That's one of the ones I'm missing. Visual Kei isn't just music; it's kind of culture on its own. Yeah, I that's kind of what I thought as well. But also, every type of music could be considered a culture on its own. Yeah, that's fair. Unlucky Morpheus is awesome. Yeah, my favorite thing with Unlucky Morpheus is, from my understanding, there's a bunch of nerds that love their video games, and I love playing video games too. So that's why I thought they were super cool, and especially the violinist. I love violin and metal. I say that in every video without fail, every single reaction video that I watch that has metal and then a violinist appears, I'll pause and be like, all right, guys, just want to let you know I love violin and metal, and then I'll also mention piano. So just be on the lookout for that. Visual Kei's High School Memories. Quite a lot of new music has come out / released in the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Yep. I've requested a singer and a band for him already. Aberrant Construct are basically an Archspire clone. They are fast as well. Okay. Check out Metallica. They're kind of a lesser known band, but no one does pop better than they do. Yeah, Carl, you're absolutely right. Metallica's a great pop band. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name, Zachary. I'm not going to say it right. Great Visual Kei 90s band, okay? The dots. Aberrant Construct on Slam Worldwide. All right, hell yeah. That's so. Carl there that you're speaking to is actually the guitarist for Astral Black, and so I do vocals, and we actually got to release our our 2 new singles on Slam Worldwide, so that's definitely cool. I'm gonna write down Aberrant Construct though before I forget. Gotta get a different pen because this one sucks. Got another one. YouTube Real Estate, how was your day today? My day was okay. I was in meetings from 8 a.m. till about 3 p.m. So it wasn't very productive day. It was just very mentally draining being in meetings all day long. So it was okay though. I'm glad to be done, and I hung out and played some games before the stream, and then now I'm here hanging out with you guys, right? Carl, that entire comment made my head spin around. If you remember me recommending GAC to you, yes, I still have that on my list to react to. I still have a lot I need to react to, Amber. Zachary, if I do suggest checking out some X Japan stuff, just because they're one of the founders of Visual K. Is that the new job? Yes, Ace, it is the new job. I started about a month ago. But yeah, today it's just meetings after meetings after meetings. But I can't complain. I get to work from home permanently, so there's no complaints there. So yeah, I've actually had quite a few people recommend X Japan, and I'm not really entirely too sure of why I haven't gotten to them yet. I'll write them down again. I think I try really hard not to be clickbaity with my videos, because I don't know, I feel weird doing that. It just because for, I guess, me as a person, it doesn't feel genuine, it doesn't feel authentic. So I see a lot of people reacting to, like when somebody reacted to asked me to react to the bands like Love Bites and Bandmade, Dollbox, and those all female Japanese like rock bands, right? I started reacting to them because I'd never heard of them, and the more I reacted to them, the more I saw a lot of people doing it over. And I go to their channel because I'd be interested, just because I was interested. I wonder what their reaction's like, and then I go to their channel, and it's so clickbaity, and there's like the last 40 videos are the same band, and I'm just trying really not to do that. I try to jump around. I try to check out as many different bands as possible. It probably hurts me on the viewership. It doesn't push me into the algorithm as much, but I'm really trying not to do that. I'm really just trying to find new music. And if people do watch the channel, they do like what I do, then it's going to be more authentic, in my opinion. Meetings are important, but I know they can be mentally draining. Yeah, absolutely. Very mentally draining. Did the rest of my comment cut off? Okay. Let me see. If you remember, I'm assuming it's this one. If you remember me recommending GAC to you, he was in the Visual K band before going solo. Okay, cool. I must have just missed that. I apologize, Amber. Okay. Megadeth is one of the best pop punk bands. You're not wrong. Dave Mustaine was one of the founders of pop punk. You just can't get any better or more poppy or punkier than Megadeth. Does anyone here like Kardashev? Head spins around inside out, upside down. Oh, bastard. Yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of the clickbait reactors. Like when a song comes out and they jump straight on it. Yeah, I mean, and the likelihood of you getting copyrighted too immediately is because the industry is like that, right? I mean, so I typically, if a song comes right out, I try not to jump on it. I'm just going to keep doing my own thing and reacting to bands from 40 years ago that people keep suggesting. That scared the crap out of me. I gotta change that little zombie guy. YouTube Real Estate donated $10 to Super Chat. Merry Christmas. I always try to support our creators. You're a great man. Merry Christmas. Brian, you're a great dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That scared the shit out of me. It was so loud in my headphones. Last day of breathing in. I'm just going to call you Eternal Snow. Your name is way too long. Eternal Snow. I've been listening to Avenged Sevenfold, Korn, and Periphery lately. I grew up on Periphery. I missed 2010. Dude, 2010 was amazing for metalcore. That was like the era of metalcore, Attack Attack, Devil Wears Prada. But even if you go back further, Periphery was great in 2010. Gent, like Volumes was great. You had the band Reflections. Had the experienced guitarist had a English solo band before he died called Zilch. I'm gonna write that down. Bonk. Don't apologize, it's fine. I'm not used to watching streams on YouTube, so I wasn't sure if a tag in the middle of a comment cut off the rest. No, it did not. I apparently was just too lazy. Hee hee. Eternal Snow, Bleeding Through is great. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't made any music in quite a few years, right? I mean, yeah, I mean, because I remember that's the last album I remember. What was this album called here? I better not play it. Let me just find it here real quick, because I'm curious. I'm trying to remember the song, because they were OGs. I just can't remember the popular album that I started listening to. So the last album they released, oh shit, no way. They actually released one in 2018, Love Will Kill All. Interesting, did not know that. I started listening to them with This Is Love, This Is Murderous. That's when I remember listening to them, and that was 2003. Your face was priceless. I know, because I was going to say thank you first after I caught up with the chat, because it came into my chat faster, but then it popped up in the middle of me reading another one. It scared the crap out of me. Clickbait reactions are just a breed of their own. Going back to what you said about the reactors having about 40 videos in a row from the same artist. Yeah, unfortunately, that's they do that. Eternal Snow, Megadeth is heavier than Captain No Captain. There's actually a band around here. They're called Sink the Ship, and they went to France and they recorded with a member of Chunk No Captain Chunk, which had to have been a crazy cool experience. That's annoying, as you only see the person reacting to the same band. You can't. I just missed that. And you can't really watch other reactions without hunting through their videos. Yeah, unfortunately, and that's why I really try to mix it up. I try, like right now I'm doing a video if I can Monday through Thursday and then streaming on Friday. Sometimes Monday becomes difficult because I'm getting back into the work groove, and Sundays it's family time. But yeah, I try to really jump around. I try to listen to something different. There are occasions I think I have absolutely broken that rule, and I've watched a few in a row. But then I've kind of stepped back and I saw a whole bunch of people just doing it over and over again. I'm like, oh, I need to stop doing this, because I don't want to be put in with that group of people. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't want to be clickbaity. I do metal music. Do you? Eternal Snow? That's awesome. If you have music, I'd love to hear it, or I can always react to it on my channel. I'm not against that. You don't really get a feel for the content creator, or if they'll take in your request or even like it. I know you like metal music, so the requests I've been giving you have been close to that genre. Honestly, give me whatever. If there's something interesting you want me to check out, I mean, I'm not against going out and checking out other music. If you guys are familiar with the guy last week in the stream, his name is Drag Guy. He's got basically kind of like I kind of give it a stoner rock Pink Floyd vibe. He's got an entire album that he recorded himself on his channel, and it's really good. So I'm like, I'm gonna react to one of your songs. If I can support, I will. Ace, I watched a reaction to a Polka Dot Stingray song today. Never expected them to react to something like that, and they loved it. And that's what's great about reactions too, because a lot of people can go in there, and if they're genuine and authentic, I should say, they might a lot of these. I'll straight up say, this is a band I've never heard of. And there are times where, I'd be like, this is a band I've heard of. I've never heard this song by them. It's new. But I'll even say, I'll be biased with this. I'm probably going to like it because I like the band. I'm honest with it. And 2011 was metalcore and deathcore year as well. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's when Chelsea Grin was massive. Born of Osiris was massive. 100%. 2018, Amber, I would recommend other music, but I'd had no idea if you'd enjoy the genre or not, so I'm steering away from that for now. Fair enough. Trying to ease me into it. Bleeding Through made an album in 2018. Yeah, I just saw that. I just read it too. Love Will Kill All. This year I've gotten into so many other genres of music. It's crazy. A lot of people are doing that, especially because with this pandemic, a lot of people aren't going out, so they're either watching everything that's available on Earth on streaming platforms, or they're on YouTube just clicking through videos. I mean, you start clicking on the recommended videos or just clicking through YouTube, you can go down a rabbit hole, and then you'll look up 4 hours later and go, how did I go from a music video to a guy talking about walking his dog? You know, it's crazy. I'm a black metalhead guy. I love black metal, but I don't know if I should listen to them. I love DSBM and technical death metal. I love black metal, but I don't know if I should listen to them. Why are you unsure of if you love it? Why don't you want to listen to them? Why are you unsure? I should say. Sergeant Sixilla, if you want something other than metal, you really should try out Aurora. Okay, I'll try it out. Let me write this down. Amber, I enjoyed your reaction to Kokia, though, due to the fact you react to the music and go through the lyrics. It's hard to find reactors that go through the lyrics and give their interpretation on it. Yeah, you know what? I would love to be able to do that more. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. I'd love to be able to do that more, but it's very niche too. A lot of people I don't care about the lyrics. Do you like the song or not? Give me a thumbs up if you like the song. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, bro, it was sick. Bye, guys. And that's what people don't. A lot of people do not like. I love doing that. I love going through and breaking down the lyrics and talking about the lyrics and giving my subjective opinion on it. It may not be exactly what the song is about, but it may be a different view that maybe you didn't even think about. But that's what I enjoy doing, because I myself write the lyrics from the bands that I'm in, so I enjoy reading lyrics and going through them. I keep looking up black metal bands on Google, and you're laughing/crying. Zachary, I suggest reacting to Malice Miser. They're another older Visual Kei band, but they've had 3 different lead singers in the band, which are defined by eras, and I don't know how to define them. Okay, let me write that down. Malice Miser. All right. Okay. I just made a composition today. That's awesome. If you're writing music, man, don't ever quit. Just keep making music and keep making music. Amy Watson, hey Max, what's your favorite band, sweetie? Mine's Sublime. Interesting. I don't know who Max is, but my favorite band is not Sublime. I don't know what my favorite band would be right now. I don't think I really have one. I listen to a lot of different bands. There's a band that's not very big right now that I really enjoyed, and I've listened to a lot this year. They're called The Guild, and all their music is it's heavy. It's heavy music, and a lot of it's based on just some. Let me just read it to you before I mess it up. There, so all of the that's what I just want to make sure I write there. All the music they write is about video games, comic books, and movies, which are pretty cool. Okay. All right, I'm trying not to miss you guys, but the chat is moving quicker than I thought tonight. Never expected to be listening to idol and whack groups. I've been down some weird YouTube rabbit holes back in the day. Yeah. Pasio, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a good week. I'm trying to catch up on the chat right now. Hey, how are you doing? I hope you had a good week. Yeah, had a great week. It's been good. Are you reacting to music? So the misconception, unfortunately, I am unable to react to music live. I wish I could, but because of copyright rules and DMCA, if I reacted to music live on YouTube, they'd bring down the ban hammer real quick, and this stream would be shut off like that. So mainly, this is a stream just to kind of hang out, talk to you guys, and really just kind of chill. Okay, Pastor, what's up? Aurora, The Seed, an amazing song. All right, so it's called The Seed. I'll write that down. Lyrics are still very important songs. And no, absolutely, I agree. I definitely agree. Eternal Snow, bands like Emperor and Dark Throne, those sound familiar, but I'm not too sure if I'm familiar with them. Let's see. I think that might work with songs that aren't in English, as people who recommend those songs have read a translated version of the lyrics if they don't speak the language the song is in. Sure. Malice Miser. Did I hear Malice Miser? They were genre defining. Might be an interesting reaction depending on the era and song. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely make sure I check them out. Then I wrote them down, and would probably really enjoy your take and breakdown of the lyrics of the song. I gotta make sure that I'm not missing it here. What song that is? Between the Bear to Me is awesome. Those guys are fantastic. 100% fantastic. What I got? It's the only one I know. So your favorite band is Sublime, but you only know one song by them. Something's a little suspicious about this Amy Watson person. Donut Man sounds good. I have a metal vest with band patches. Very nice. I do not. I'm not that metal, unfortunately. I'm playing music since 2009. Awesome. If you have music, share it, man. I will be back in the live stream later, but have a good stream. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you so much. You have a great night. Socrates, have you ever heard of the German metal band Null Positive? I have not. I have not. And I guess it maybe comes down to, what your definition of metal is, too. Sorry, by the way, I just assumed you were called Max as you look like a Max. Fair enough. Ace. Okay. I think you're great at lyrics because you create your own. What goes through your mind when you write? What goes through my mind when I write? That's a great question. So a lot of times it's random. I'm not always in the mood to write music. If I get in the mood, then I feel like I need to sit down and just focus on that and write. But typically, unless I'm working off a topic that somebody's given me, like if I'm running for a band for a specific topic, or somebody sent me lyrics to have me look over and maybe rework, or I'm like so confused with what they write. I'm like, hey, what do you want me to do with this? Like, do you have a topic? What are you trying to go for? And then typically it's then that's kind of what's going through my mind at that point, is really just making it sound better. But typically when I go to write my original stuff, it's usually I get in the writing mood and I sit down and then I kind of wait and start kind of just writing and seeing what comes to me more than anything. And then sometimes nothing happens and I'll sit there for a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, and just stare at it. Nothing happens. And then sometimes something pops up and I can write an entire song in that half hour, 45 minutes. Napalm Death's new album is my album of the year. I've never thought I'd talk with a cool person like you. It's awesome you're in a band. I appreciate that, man. I think I appreciate the kind words, man. But you said you're writing music and you've been playing music and you're a huge metalhead. So I'm no different than you are, man. Just keep doing your thing. So I think you're just as awesome and as cool as I am. Awesome reasoning, Amy. Is connected to the previous comment. If I ever type, oh, that means continued, and will be continued to max. Fair enough. All right. See, I'm learning more and more every day. Had a weird week. How was yours? I don't listen to a lot of music. What I got was all I needed to hear to make them my favorite band. Love N is what I got. So remember that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just recovering from COVID-19, but thankfully I got slowly back into things at work. Yes. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Definitely, hopefully, everybody's being safe right now with the pandemic and everything. It's, whatever you believe about it, it's still not a joke and it's not fun to get. And so you can ask YouTube Real Estate himself. What was it like? Unlucky Morpheus. Unfinished is probably my album of the year. I've only reacted, I think, 2 or 3 songs by Unlucky Morpheus. I'll need to kind of I'll need to kind of go back and check some more of them out, I think. For Astral, did you write the lyrics, or how much leeway do you have? So yeah, so for Astral Black, both the singles that we just released, I wrote the lyrics to both of those songs. Now, I mean, I had complete control over the writing of the process. So the first song I had complete control over. He had a theme that he wanted to go by, so I kind of try to keep it within that structure and that theme. The second one was a re-release of their first single that they released. So they released a single with another vocalist that they didn't work out with him. I came in, and not to be rude, but the lyrics for the song that they released were just not good at all. They were not thought out very well. They were not written very well. And there was also a theme that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I can do it. Sound, at least make it a little bit more unique sounding. So I took the theme and I tried to keep some of the structure from the original song, and I wrote that one for the second single, but they're completely my lyrics. Cattle Decapitation is great. They're a fantastic band. The vocalist, Travis Ryan of Cattle Decapitation, it was basically a vocal influence for guys like Phil Bozeman, and Phil Bozeman is one of the most respected metal vocalists in the world, from Whitechapel. I love the new Unlucky Morpheus song. I forgot what it was called. The latest live video. The only problem with Unfinished was it's too short. So you're telling me that it was unfinished? I did it. Yeah, I hate me too. Unending Sorcery or Unending Sorceress. They added Make Your Choice live version on their channel too. Last day bringing it up. So what is that? Amy Watson, could you write a song about me? A love song, winky face. Unfortunately, no, Amy. I cannot do that because truth is I don't love you. I have a very beautiful girlfriend whom I love. So if anybody's getting a love song, it's going to be her. Sorry, Amy. Passio. Unending Sorceress was the single preceding Unfinished. Give it a listen. It's not very long. I think I actually reacted to that one. It was a cool song. Already listened to it. YouTube real estate affects everyone different. I hear. For me, I was very tired. I sweat a lot. Had an aggravated cough, but never had a problem breathing. The key is wear your mask because that is real. Sure, absolutely. Donut Man, right answer. Amy Watson, heartbroken. Sorry. There's plenty of fish in the sea for you, Amy. Lost my taste and smell. Girlfriend, doubt intensifies. Sergeant Six Killer coming in. Hey, man. Tears of Tragedy released a new album last month, too. I'll be getting the CD in the next few days. I have no idea who Tears of Tragedy is. I meant the album Unfinished, not the single. But you're saying it's too short, so you're saying that the album, in your eyes, is unfinished. It was a joke. It was a bad one, but I tried. Tom Mateo, many. Welcome to the stream, Tom. Oh, and welcome to the stream, Gundam Edge. My friend got COVID in April and still hasn't regained much taste. That's not cool. I mean, wow, that sucks, man. That really does suck. I mean, taste is huge. I would suck to not be able to taste things, but I can say this though: if I didn't taste anything, then I could eat the healthiest foods in the world and I wouldn't care, because then I'd be so healthy. Donut Man, I may be single, but I know. Yeah, you're a good man then. Donut Man. Eternal Snow, do you like post-hardcore? I know people hate to hate on bands like Pierce the Veil, Escape the Fate, etc. Dude, at the end of the day, metal's metal. Post-hardcore, whatever you want to break it down into genres. People become metal elitists and like, I only listen to jazz, gent, kangaroo rock. You know, people become just douchebags about metal. I like music. If it's good, it's good. I don't care if it's post-hardcore. I don't care if it's emo core. I don't care if it's metalcore, gent, deathcore. If it's good, it's good, right? That's kind of how I look at it. So yeah, I mean, Pierce the Veil isn't a bad band. I'm not a huge fan of them. Kellen Quinn's vocals are just a little too high pitched for me. Escape the Fate, I think Rodney Ragney is a very talented vocalist. Have I heard things about him outside of the band? Sure. But if you look at just his music, it's not bad. I heard the test produces a ridiculously high number of false positives, and apparently many of these cases are actually just the flu. I'm just interested in getting to the bottom of what's going on. Well, I think a lot of people are interested in getting to the bottom of what's going on. I think a lot of people are very curious to that. Ace, okay, I think you should check out Tears of Tragedy non-site. It's power metal, Japanese, of course. Of course it's Japanese. I'll write it down. Okay. Amber, I love to sneak veggies into food in order to get people to eat. You sneak. Isn't that premeditated? What if they're allergic to one of them? The flu is almost non-existent worldwide. I don't know how true that is, but Amy has left the chat. Pass it. Oh no, I got that laugh. I was suggesting, quote unquote, laugh. I was suggesting to the Last Day Breathing in Eternal Snow to listen to the album if they liked Unending Sorceress because it's good. Oh, okay. As you list off all the heavier genres of music while I'm looking for something else to introduce you to. Unlucky Morpheus Unfinished is like a mini album. Donut Man, I can't stick to a genre myself. Yeah, I mean, like I jump around, you know. I'm always going to go back to metal. I'm always going to love metal. That's what I grew up listening to play sports and just really just to listen to really anytime. But I've met too many people that are kind of that metal elitist, like, oh, they're this type of music, then they must be terrible. And it's like, all right, douchebag, just relax. Who pissed in your Cheerios and made you the metal elitist queen? I just think if music's good, it's good, and you should enjoy it. Plain and simple. I thought you hadn't heard it yet. I'm sorry. The chat is moving quicker tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to maybe figure that out. If this is gonna be like this going forward, I might have to turn on slow mode or maybe get some moderators in the chat. So eventually, because I'm gonna be doing this every week, and if gradually, if more and more people come in, I'm gonna have to have moderators in the chat hanging out. But that's just kind of unfortunate. I can't really control that too much. Oh, they're not allergic to them. They just hate eating their veggies. That's what you think until one of them falls over dead. And you're like, oh, shit, I killed somebody. Metal elitist troll face crying with glasses. I meant Craig Mabbitt. He's the new vocalist for Escape the Fate. Well, I wouldn't say he's the new vocalist. I think he was the original vocalist, left, and then he came back, if I'm not mistaken. Because Craig Mabbitt was in, I think, what are they called? The Dead Rabbits, too. He's got another band called the Dead Rabbits. Craig Mabbitt took over. I suggest Escape the Fate's self-titled album from 2010. Gotcha. Amy Watson, if you look at the stats, flu is basically gone worldwide. I think it may have a different name this year. Yeah, no, I see what you're getting at there. It's definitely odd. It's definitely, the whole thing is definitely odd, but you could sit here and talk about conspiracy theories all day long, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. But at the end of the day, it's something is happening, whether you want to call it the flu or COVID-19. Um, Something's not good. So just don't be stupid. Put a mask on if somebody asks you to wear a mask. Be respectful of the people around you, and yes, if the concern isn't you dying from it, the concern is more and more people continuing to get it and flooding hospitals where maybe somebody with something that's actually life-threatening needs to come in, but they're so full and packed with idiots with COVID-19 because they don't know how to social distance or, not go to a restaurant and watch a football game with 100 other people. Ace, the amount of J-pop I've listened to this year is crazy, and just go at your own pace, reading the messages, mate. I'm trying to keep up, man. Donut Man, I hate veggies. See, this is why I like Donut Man. Short, sweet, to the point. He don't F with veggies, dog. Do you have a genre you don't like to listen to so much? In general, you might like certain songs, though. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be. I don't know what you would consider. I mean, I'd say country. There's like certain songs that I like that I'll listen to, but I don't know. Let's see if this guy's considered country. It doesn't really say his genre is tech. Okay, so this guy's genre is more folk, blues, soul music, or new age folk. So so yeah, so I'd say maybe country and then rap would be two of the big ones that, without getting too deep into like soul music or, stuff like that, but just like solid names for genres. There's, I'll listen to specific songs. Like there's an artist called Sean James. That's what I'm referencing. And I really like his music. And that's kind of like your folk country blues style artist. I like him a lot. I've used up on commenting because I see you're flooded. Slow mode might be a better option to try out. Yeah, I think so. They say the flu is down to COVID safety measures, but then why are the COVID cases rising? Fishy to me. Well, yeah, it might be fishy, but who knows? I'm not in the government. I am not a doctor or a health official, so I can't tell you. I highly recommend checking out the band Loathe. Okay, I'll write it down. Loathe is great, so we got a different... Okay. The only thing mask is the pores in the mask are hundreds and thousands of times larger than viral particles. The girl on Twitter was boasting that she always wore 2 masks, and she was shocked when she got a virus. I mean, that's not the end-all, be-all. You're not going to put a mask on and then, be able to survive a bullet. That's just, it's safety measures. And I think that's the problem. If we're, it's just safety measures. It's not supposed to be the end-all, be-all. It's not supposed to cure COVID, but it's just not acting like an idiot and being smart, with your surroundings. Eternal Snow, he was in Blessed the Fall, and then Craig Mabbitt joined Escape the Fate in 2008. The Dead Rabbits is his side project. And I think the Dead Rabbits is the better of the projects, to be honest with you. Country is pop. Yeah, Donut Man, you are absolutely right. Most new country is pop music. It just, unfortunately, it is. But I encourage you, though, if you check out Sean James. I think you like him. It's ShawnJames. Pandu, I'm gonna mispronounce this so bad. Wichuk Sono. I'm sorry. I hate me too. React to Cannaboon. What is Cannaboon? I'll write it down. Okay. Rap, I don't class as music. I hate it. A lot of people can say that to people who like rock music and stuff. But at the end of the day, it does take a lot of skill to be a good lyricist and a good rap artist. Now, there's a difference between rap artists that you listen to. There's a crappy mumble rap and stuff, but it takes a lot of... It's hard to be able to rap. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's a very difficult genre. I can't rap, it is a difficult thing. Just had some Crown Royal apple shots. There you go, Brian. I like it. Also, Dying Fetus is the best emo band. Well, unfortunately, Dying Fetus is so emo. I know. I've actually played with Dying Fetus twice. And I'm not a huge fan of Dying Fetus. I don't dig their styles. I think they're a little bit past their time, unfortunately, but they've been around for a long time. I want to expand that question about songs you like from other genres. You don't listen to that often. What attracts you to those other songs? So that's a great question. I don't know. I think for the one guy, the Sean James guy that I mentioned specifically, I think it's his voice. I think it may be more emotional. So the songs like him, when I listen to him, like Through the Valley is one of my favorite songs by Sean James. And there's another one called Brother. It's kind of I like that kind of it sounds more emotional, sullen, almost sad. And I don't know, I'm kind of attracted to that side of it for some reason. And I do enjoy that. Seeing some new people in the chat. Welcome to the best stream on YouTube. Amy, I feel like we will only get back to normal if people just stop complying. The governments are destroying people's lives here. Business is closing. Sure. Be my guest. There's plenty of people trying to start that revolution, right? So, at the end of the day, you make those own decisions. But let's try to not so much talk about the virus. Let's hang out. Let's talk about music and happy things. Because you can talk about both sides of the virus and it can just cause an argument. So let's try to stay away from politics, religion, and stuff like that on the stream, guys. Let's try to stick to music. If you want to talk about games or something like that, let's try to keep it fun. All Hail Loathe. I'll check them out. Okay, no, man. Kit Kat, I'm with Amber. What draws you to music other than metal? I think for me, being a very unemotional person, I think it's the sadder style of songs seem way more emotional to me, and that attracts me for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. Any thoughts on the latest Marilyn Manson album if you've heard it? It had a country sound. I thought it fitted really well. Marilyn Manson, he's definitely getting older. I think he's slowly losing it. I actually like Marilyn Manson's music. His new album, I'm not a huge fan of. He did the cover of "God's Gonna Cut You Down" by Johnny Cash, which it was an okay cover. It wasn't bad. However, I say a lot of praise for it. Like, it's this amazing thing, but unfortunately, to me, it doesn't hold up to the original. Whereas, like, listening to his older covers, like "Personal Jesus" and "Tainted Love," I thought those were better than the original. I can only listen to Sue Metal rapping. I discovered some trap metal this year, which I found awesome, although I'd never heard normal trap before. Yeah, trap music, EDM music, dubstep music. That's one genre I'm not a huge fan of. I don't get it. It's not me. Maybe it's because I'm not a big clubber or a dancer or drug addict that likes to do, pop Molly and MDMA and go party in the club with my fingertip glove lights. Check out Escape the Fate self-titled album. You'll probably like it. Yeah, I'll check it out. Absolutely. 76. All right, I'm going to go to bed. See you guys. Looking forward to your Cats and Jammer reaction. Yep, I still have them written down to check out. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in. Use your real estate. Watson, let's change the subject, shall we? Don't get political in the chat. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's try to keep it light, guys. If you want to talk, talk with your friends in your personal time. But here, we're just kind of hanging out, talking music. Just try to keep it as light as possible. Hi from Japan. Haru, welcome back to the chat, man. Thanks for coming back. Dying Fetus members are all in their 60s. No, I like Dying Fetus personally. Yeah, they're older guys. They've been around for a while. They solidified themselves in the metal scene. I've played with them at a venue that holds like 6,000 people, and then I played with them at a venue that holds like 600 people. They're not my style. They're not my thing. I'm not a huge fan of them. Haru, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here from Japan. Absolutely. Eskimo Callboy, Hypa or Hate Love. I like Eskimo Callboy. I do. I think they're a lot of fun. I've seen Hypa and I've seen Hate Love, and I think they're both great songs. Funny enough, though, like my reactions to So their old vocalist Sebastian or Sushi, he left and created his own new band. It's called Ghost Kid. I've reacted to his music videos on my channel. I really enjoy them. He left Eskimo Callboy, created a new band, and it's a way more serious tone. The lyrics are written very, very well. I reacted to them, and he's super cool. He's actually reached out to me personally and sent me voice messages and thanking me, and he's actually broke down songs for me and talked to me personally about it. So if you haven't checked out Ghost Kid yet, go check out Ghost Kid and check out his new music. But yeah, Eskimo Callboy, they're a lot of fun. The new vocalist Nico is from Rats to Wolves, another German band. He's a great singer. He's got a really good clean vocal, clean singing voice. I do enjoy those two new songs. I'm unemotional, but also a HSP. I'm not sure what that means. Did someone say there's trap metal? That sounds cool. Yeah, there's different styles of trap metal, and you can also check out a band that I've also played with. It's more like dubstep metal. Check out The Browning. Have heard Don't Be Long instrumental by Bandmade, which is a B-side to Different and available on Spotify. I don't think I have heard that. I've strayed away a little bit from Bandmade, Love Bites, and bands like that just because I think they can be kind of clickbaity, and I don't want to just react to it just to get views. I want to react to it because I genuinely want to have a genuine reaction to it and make it authentic. I guess Kit Kat. EDM and trap at festivals are better than the club, and they have build-ups and drops just like metalcore. Yeah, sure. I think my biggest issue with that is the same thing I have issues with listening to even in instrumental bands. So full instrumental bands like Polyphia. Polyphia's Tim Henson's one of the most talented guitarists I've seen. Animals as leaders, Tobin, Tobin, I can't remember his full name. I'm close. Tobin Abasi or something like that. He's an incredible guitarist, but I think it's because I'm a vocalist. I'm always waiting for the vocals, and I love lyrics, so I'm always waiting to see what the lyrics are, Ghostmane. Yeah, Ghostmane I am not a huge fan of. I don't want to call him metal, unfortunately. I just don't think he is. He yells with a bunch of he yells on top of a rap beat, making dark Disney style videos. And I mean, he got huge doing it, but I'm not a giant fan of him. What is your opinion on Michael Jackson and his music? Michael Jackson. Well, if you separate the man from the music I'm not a huge fan of, but he was a pop icon, right? He was a legend. His music, his dancing, Thriller, Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal. He created a staple, right? His music was amazing. However, the person was nuts. He has there's an entire documentary surrounding the molestation of children and his hidden ranch or whatever he called it. So the person, I think, was a dog shit human being. I think he was a terrible human being. Kit Kat, I do not think you will like Ghostmane. Just trust me. When I heard him sing with X Japan at Coachella, his voice seemed to be going. He might have not been 100% at the time, though. Ow, that's Michael Jackson. Kit Kat, look up the latest Mora Prokaza album called By Chance or Choke from Japan. They have some trap and rap metal. Interesting. Can you please check out Destiny Band? My Senseless Theory, Heffen Kemet, and Silence by them. You have to type in Destiny, is that right? Band to find them and check out Stigma, The Undertaker. Okay, I'm assuming those are all different bands, or are those like a band song? Ace Bandmade is a very clickbait band at the moment. Yeah, and that's kind of why I try to stray away from Bandmade, even baby metal, Bandmade, baby metal, Love Bites. I've kind of slowly got away from that. A lot of people keep recommending it to me, but I think it's very clickbaity, and it's just like I don't love them enough to want to keep reacting to them. I think they're great, but the only reason that at this point that I would continue to react to them is because I want views, or I want comments, or I want click-through rates or impressions on my channel to get subscribers. But if my subscribers are only subscribing to me because they want me to react to the same band over and over again, I'd rather not get those subscribers. I'd rather get new subscribers as I check out other countries' music and other bands that way. Those two bands really got me into metal. I've been listening to Destiny Band and Stigma since 2010, but is it Destinity? Am I saying that right? Has been around since 1999. They play underground black and symphonic thrash metal. Interesting. Highly sensitive person, maybe? Maybe. HSP means highly sensitive person. Oh, okay. Duh. I cry really fast even though I don't want to. There's nothing wrong with that. I wish I could cry more. I'm off now. Anyways, great stream. Don't forget, don't clap turn. You got it, Amy. Thanks for hanging out. The Last Day Breathing, a lot of great stuff there. I was just listening to Tosin Abasi. Tosin, that's what. And Misha Manzoor. Yeah, Misha's from Periphery, right? Yeah. Later, Amy. Ice Wallow. Okay, I'm not going to read that name. Nice try. That was a good one. I almost said it, but it's good. Any head is in what? Like head PE? For the German band Null Positive, their trauma would be pretty food. I'm reading that literally. Pretty food, pretty good start. All right, the song Trauma. All right, I'll write it down. Galneris got me into Japanese metal. That feels so long ago. What? Oh man, there's been some interesting things going on in this chat. Amy Watson, thanks for supporting to the channel. If you have any music you'd like to react to, we'd love to see you back. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome back, Socrates. Or if you never left. Jesus. An autistic horse. Hello there. How are you doing today on this fine day? I hope you're doing great, as I'm feeling very good. I'm great. You're doing great. That's great. I'm glad you're doing well. I loved your Igor reaction, by the way. Yeah, no, Igor was awesome. That band was really cool. I definitely want to check out some more of Igor. I thought they were really cool. I definitely enjoyed Igor. I thought they were pretty cool. Destiny Band, My Senseless Theory. Okay, you did write that. Galneris is a Japanese metal band, been around since 2005. Why does that name sound familiar? Maybe I've written it down. Galnerys. Write it down. Destiny Band, My Senseless Theory, Heaven Commit, and Silence is the band. You can only find them by typing in Destiny Band. Stigma, Chop His Head Off. Stigma broke up in 2012. Okay. Lol, I didn't even see the username. Yeah, they almost got me. He almost got me with the username. I do enjoy them, though. That was in reference to Marilyn Manson. What was the last thing you said, Donut Man? Oh, okay. I feel like I might be getting these chats. It's like they all come. It's either they. I think the chats are coming in a little sporadic now because at once they were coming all like, and now they're just kind of like random thrown in there. Nocturnal Bloodlust is a Japanese deathcore/metalcore band I just found today. I just listened to a bunch of their songs. So yeah, actually, I think Nocturnal Bloodlust is really cool. I enjoy their music. However, those a-holes gave me a copyright strike, and even when I appealed it, They actually striked my channel. Like they didn't just give me like you can't monetize this video, which is every song you react to, right? Most music is copyrighted, but they actually gave me a full on strike against my channel. So I'm not reacting to Nocturnal Bloodlust anymore, because even though I was completely within my grounds doing the reaction videos and fair use law, I'm not doing them anymore. Igor, it doesn't help. I've been very happy listening to nice music recently. What is your opinion on really good music? Well, I mean, again, that is opinion, right? Everyone has their own taste in music. I think that really depends on what you want to listen to. I'm a metalhead, right? So, in my opinion, really good music is people who play their instruments. Who step up on stage and they practice their butt off. Who actually practice their instruments, play their instruments, have a vocalist that sings and writes their own music. To me, that's good music. But good music is very subjective, right? What I think is good music may not be what you think is good music. So I'm a metalhead. I love metal. Ha 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 ha. I hear you. Interesting things create reasons to have another beverage. 100% correct. I don't know why, but I never got into Nocturnal Bloodlust. It's not that they're not good. It's just that, there's a couple songs where they kind of went back and forth. Songs where it's like super heavy, and then there's songs where it's like they tried to like go radio rock. And I think that's just them trying to find their sound, right? Japanese music is very hard to react to. It's not that I haven't really had many issues reacting to Japanese music. My biggest thing for me is Japanese music typically is in Japanese, and unfortunately I don't speak Japanese, so and that's actually a bummer for me, because I enjoy going through the lyrics. I enjoy reading them and checking them out and going over them, which does make for a longer video. But I think regardless, I'm going to start doing that more, because I enjoy doing it, than just reacting to the video and going, yeah, guys, that was a great song, or it was okay, and then saying bye. I think I'd like to go back into that and check that out. Stigma's an Italian underground deathcore band. Now I'm even more interested. Italian deathcore. I'll take it. What do you consider good music? I'm curious. Yeah, absolutely. Music scene in Japan is massive, and they heavily rely on physical sales. Oh, I believe it. It really depends on the band. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I love Nocturnal Bloodlust. That is true. Some of their those are the main issue. Well, record labels are always going to be the main issue, right? But on top of that, then there's like UMG, WMG. So there's like Warner Music Group, Universal Music Group, Sony Music Group, all these massive things that basically they're not actually flagging your videos. They have bots. So if a bot senses it at all, it automatically strikes your video. And then even when you dispute that video, you still have to wait 48 hours in general before it can come back online even if they say the video's cool. So then it completely kills your views. It kills everything, because then it gets completely pushed out of the algorithm, right? Do you like Datarama or Datarama? Another job. I heard the name, and I feel like I may have reacted to them like a year ago, but I cannot remember exactly what it sounds like. Let me write them down again, because that might not be a bad idea to go back. I must say I absolutely love this channel. It is welcoming very much to the autistic spectrums that love really great music. Could you recommend me your favorite song that I will like a lot? Well, autistic horse, what music do you like? Give me a genre of music do you like? Do you like rock? Do you like metal? Do you like rap? What do you like? So if you can give me a type of genre, I'll give you a song that I like from that genre for you to listen to. And I'm glad that you like the channel, and I hope that, if that is the case, and you are on the spectrum, and anybody who's on the spectrum, I hope that they feel welcome in this area, and that everyone treats them with respect and is nice to them. Because if anybody disrespects anybody else in this channel, they're mean to anybody else in this channel, I will remove you immediately, because we won't deal with that. Reza Guntera, hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name, man. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing great, man. Hope you had a good night, and I hope you had a good week. What's going on? Donut Man, if you like a band with an earthy sound, I recommend Glim Spanky. Interesting. The lead singer has a real nice rasp to her vocals. Okay, yeah, I'll check them out. Feel free to hit me up if you do Japanese songs. I can skim over the lyrics and see if there's any wordplay or, as I mentioned before, word swaps in the lyrics, which might help with a better understanding. Cool. I know. I appreciate it. I like music that has a happy, upbeat, fast pace. Not what sure genre that would be. Happy, upbeat, and fast. Oh, boy. Anybody want to help me out? Anybody want to suggest some happy, upbeat music for Autistic Horse? I'm trying to think. I'm not good with happy, upbeat, and fast. I'm trying to. I'm not good. I'm thinking. Let me get back to you, Horse. Happy hardcore. Interesting. I don't know. I think that's it. So you like? Do you like metal? Then you like heavier music? Yeah, you might like Hypa Hypa, Autistic Horse. Check out Eskimo Callboy and the song Hypa Hypa. That's a fun upbeat metal song. Check that out. It's a fun song. So it's Hypa Hypa, Hypa, and the band is called Eskimo Callboy. I think that's a fun song. What did I miss? Amber, I feel welcome, so I understand where an Autistic Horse is coming from and it can explain a bit. Awesome, cool. I know a skosh Japanese, but not enough to carry a full conversation. I don't know any Japanese. Thank God I don't, because I'd probably be the worst at speaking it. They'd probably look at me like, oh my God, make them stop talking. I looked up Earthcore back in 2012 and I found one Earthcore band. Interesting. Riza, hey, thanks. Randomly found your channel through a reaction video. No problem with the name. So awesome. Well, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Typically, I stream every Friday, so that's when you can see me live. It's every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks for hopping in the stream, man. I never saw someone mention Glim Spanky before. I really like the new album. Okay, so more Glim Spanky. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Or just hardcore in general. So good hardcore bands. One of my favorite, I guess, would be considered a hardcore band is called Throwdown. That's probably my favorite hardcore band, if you want to look at it. Then there's a lot of hardcore bands. But I never got into the hardcore genre very much, though. But Throwdown is probably my favorite, I guess, hardcore band. Maximum the Hormone song, VAP. There you go. Socrates, thank you. Ace, you haven't told me yet. Are you drinking scotch today and eating your Vegemite? Check out Archspire the Human. Memoration, they are fast. High Hopes by Panic. I love High Hopes by Panic! At the Disco. Brendan Urie is a fantastic singer, so I can't disagree. I'm not a huge Panic! At the Disco guy, but he's a fantastic singer. He actually was streaming on Twitch and wanting to do metal. He's like doing made a whole metal song if you look it up. Nice one. Thank you. No problem. You're welcome. Most people in the spectrum can get overstimulated due to sudden sounds. You're very calm in your reactions and talk in a calm manner, which is very welcoming to people in the spectrum. That's awesome. It's actually kind of relaxing to watch your reactions. No sudden light changes, no extra hype and all that. Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that it can cater to to the people who might enjoy that. So that's awesome. I don't plan on changing it up, so it's always gonna be the same. That's definitely cool to see. That's awesome. Hi, Riz. I hope you're having a good day. Absolutely. Archfire is fast, upbeat, and not really, but they are the fastest band. Maybe it's unusual that I like hardcore, beaty music. Then you'd think I like calm, soothing music. No, I mean everyone has their thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I think music is a pretty powerful thing, right? I mean, I can listen to super heavy music, and I remember when I was younger and I'd put my headphones in and listen to metal and I could fall asleep listening to it. And I remember waking up and my mom just staring at me like, how in the hell did you fall asleep listening to that music? I'm just like, I don't know, I enjoy it. I think it's just, if you can find something, whether the genre of music's heavy, upbeat, downbeat, whatever it is, if you find a connection to the music, you can find a way for it to make you personally happy, whether it's sad, the song is sad, or the song is happy, or it's angry sounding, whatever it is. If it's a positive connection for you personally, it doesn't matter, because that's all that matters is how it makes you feel, right? So I think that's what's cool about music. So I don't think it's unusual at all, man. Hardcore music overloads my mind. Joking. Let's enjoy our time here. Absolutely, that's the plan. I can erect a swing style song that's upbeat. Yeah, absolutely. Death Rabbits. Death Rabbits. Death Rabbits? What? Death Rabbits, huh? Death Rabbits is a Japanese idol group based in Tokyo. Okay. Interesting. Speaking of idol groups, I did a reaction to Lady Baby, and that was interesting. Metal's my life because I gave up on everything with life. I'm afraid to wake up every day. That's not good, man. You should, regardless of what's going on in your life, man, don't be afraid to wake up. Things suck. Things are going to suck sometimes, but things always get better, I'm sorry that you're going through whatever it is that you might be going through, but keep in mind that there's always people around you that want to help you. There's always people around you that probably care about you and love you. So, definitely, don't give up on anything. And if music is that thing that keeps you going, then don't stop listening to it, man. I'm still thinking about the happy hardcore. I don't know much hardcore. Shake your shimmy, baby. Yeah, shake that shimmy. Yeah. Very meaningful lyrics. Yeah, those were pretty deep. I'll give you that one, Horse. Funeral for a Friend. That's an old band. I haven't heard that band in a long time. Lady Baby was interesting. An Australian cross-dressing wrestler turned metal vocalist turned Japanese idol band. It was interesting. I got into metal in 2009 because I grew up a shy, scared dude. People treated me bad growing up. When I found metal, all the pain went away. I'm still going through depression, but I'm doing all right. Yeah, I mean, don't let people get to you, man. People are they're going to be assholes because people are assholes, right? I mean, there's always going to be people like that, but don't let it get to you, man. If metal's your thing and that's what makes you happy, then listen to metal. Be happy listening to metal, and don't let people bother you, man. Absolutely. And like I said, you got all these people in here that they don't care where you're from or what music you listen to. They all just want to hang out and talk and have fun. So, you're always welcome here. I loved that. Can you name a happy hardcore band? When I have an example, I might remember something. Absolutely. I loved your Lady Baby reaction. I enjoyed their songs when they had the 4 girls. Yeah, I still need to check out their I guess revised lineup, as you could say. I know that he left. He then did Deadlift Lolita with a Japanese female bodybuilder. But I know that Lady Baby also went on and got some additional vocalists, and there was 4 girls doing music. And they said it was more of a serious direction, so I'll have to check that out. I fell asleep to metal all the time. When I'm sleeping, when I'm awake, I'm headbanging. There you go. That's how I agree. Last day, feel free to talk to us about your thoughts. We'll be here for you. Absolutely. I'm not good at remembering names. I know DJ Seduction and Gammer. Don't it, man? I go back. I think you were recommended Lady Baby due to the surprise shock factor that came with it. And DJ Seduction. I gotta look this up. Am I gonna DJ Seduction? All right. Interesting. Gammer. It's another DJ. So you like DJs? You like trance music and like house music, dubstep is what it sounds. So maybe it's not metal that you're looking at. Maybe you like hard style, which is okay. Was that what you're looking for, Autistic Horse? The genre of hard style that's more of a like house music, rap, like trap music, and EDM music. Do I know Moonspell? The name sounds familiar, but I don't. I'm not. The name sounds familiar. That's about it. I'm gonna write them down. Lady Baby is definitely great. Yeah, Lady Baby was definitely interesting. I need to listen to some older music. Been stuck in the Japanese music scene as of late. That's okay. DJ Seduction Gamer did the happy hardcore version of Put Your Hands Up. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Baby Metal 2. I guess so. Yeah, I'm just curious because I was just kind of reading through it. I almost clicked play on it. I'm like, I can't do that. So you might crap, what's his name? So Autistic Horse, you might like Benny Beniassi. You might like them. You might like the band Cell Dweller. There's one that I'm thinking of. I think it's Rob Dugan, I think. Yeah, Rob Dugan, who is actually an Australian composer. And Ace, please tell me you've heard of Rob Dugan. Like that stuff, like the 90s era, early 2000s. Okay. Yes, Benny Beniassi. So you like Benny Beniassi. Awesome. Just this year, I've discovered like 300 plus Japanese bands and artists. It's crazy, mate. Every time I hear Nipe and Manju, I think they should play that in a plane to Japan with the stewardess doing the dance while explaining the escape was. I agree. I think if I ever get the opportunity to go to Japan and my flight stewardess don't sing and dance to that song, I'm gonna get up and walk off the plane. Like, you guys don't know about this band? Why is this not part of my experience coming to Japan? I quit. I'm not sure. I'm not good with names. Yeah, so Rob Dugan is another electronic artist, neoclassical electronica style of like dubstep and music. So you might like Rob Dugan. He's pretty cool. Then there is Borgore. I know Borgore is another popular one for that style. I think he's pretty raunchy though. He's an Israeli DJ. I know he's from Yusuf Borger, known professionally as Borgore. Yeah, he's an EDM music producer, so you might like him. This year I found 1,308 bands. That's very specific. How do you remember that? Or is that your Spotify rewind? Listen to 6 Feet. I will not listen to 6 Feet Under. They are bad. 6 Feet Under is not good. Not good, friend. Not good. So 6 Feet Under is fronted by Chris Barnes. And that man is one arrogant dude, and he's a terrible vocalist. His latest album I thought was a joke when I heard one of the songs. It's bad. Chris Barnes, if you're unfamiliar with him, he originally started in Cannibal Corpse, and then they brought on George Fisher, who is a way better vocalist. But yeah, no, Chris Barnes and 6 Feet Under is not good. It's not good. Moonspell is a goth metal band, the kings of goth music. They dive between doom, goth, and extreme metal. They're from Portugal. Interesting. I'm going to check them out. That sounds cool. Spotify year wrap up. Yeah. Okay. Nice one. Thank you. I'll check these out. I have to go now, but thank you for the stream. Absolutely. You're welcome back anytime, Autistic Hork. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you again next Friday. Kings of Goth Metal, man. Oh, okay, sure. I have Spotify, but also another app, Last.fm. I've heard of Last.fm, but I've never used it. Spotify is typically the only one that I will, I kind of stick to. And Spotify is bittersweet because Spotify is amazing for exposure and finding new bands and being able to listen to just a very wide variety of bands. But unfortunately, Spotify doesn't pay the artist crap, like at all. Borgore is old. Yeah, Borgore's been around a while. Absolutely. So I think it'd be really cool if you guys are comfortable with it. I'd love to know where everyone's from. Throw in the chat where you guys are from, not like your address or your home address, or just like what country you're from. Yeah, I'm just curious, how many different countries are in the chat right now. Last FM tracks your Spotify plays. Interesting. 8 Spotify, Pandora, and 1 radio app. I can't find my on my phone right now. Fair enough. Maybe it's Revenge of the Zombie. What? Michigan, really? Okay. Michigan. So I got to ask you a very important question then if you're from Michigan. Are you a Wolverines fan? I was in the top 3% of Bandmate listeners. Oh my God. Constipated Cockroach. I'm starting to feel like Autistic Horse may have made a new account called Constipated Cockroach. That's good. I like it. That's interesting. Hello. I'm from the UK. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm in Orlando. Yep, I remember that. Awesome. Well, these names are priceless. I know, right? Ohio, Australia, mate. Absolutely. Unless I missed it. Unless I missed it, Ace, are you drinking scotch today? Because that was your drink of choice last week. Well, I'm an Asian. Fair enough, Riza. Fair enough. Fair enough. Europe. Awesome. They were on Sumerian Records. They are one of my favorite labels, and Relapse Records, Metal Blade, Nuclear Blast, etc. Yeah. No state fan to live near. Okay, cool. Good. I mean, it's about to be super sad. MSU is okay. Michigan State University, that's good. I like it. The Spartans, that's okay. We're good there. I'm an Ohio State fan, if you haven't caught on. Oh yes, mate. Awesome. I'm from the USA. Awesome. This is the only account I have. What do you mean? Glad you all like my name. Okay, well then, fair enough, Constipated Cockroach, because we just had somebody in the chat by the name of Autistic Horse. So I just thought, like, as soon as they left, you came in, so it was like the timing was pretty impeccable or coincidental. So fair enough. 6 Feet Under by Revenge of the Zombie. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm British, Hawaiian, Native American, and Black. That's sweet. British, Hawaiian, Native American, and Black. You got a lot going on there. That's cool. O-H-I-O. Of course you are. Of course I am. I'm in Ohio. See, I'm even loyal to the Browns, okay? Come on. And guys, I have to at least plug it once. I do have merch, and this is one of the hoodies you can get right here. So if you're interested in that, the link should be in the description. That's just a horror who would name themselves that. Well, according to them, they're actually on the spectrum. So, and if that's the case, I think it's kind of cool. They said they themselves were autistic, so I think it's kind of cool. An autistic horse, I guess. Yeah. I had an account depraved Amish plumber. What? I'm actually confused. What do you mean the account depraved Amish plumber? What did I miss here? When I hear cockroach, I think clever sleazoid. I don't know what that is. How about some Victorian bitter? Victorian bitter. What is that? You guys are saying things I don't know anything about. No, and my typing is not working. I'm looking it up. Is this a drink? It is, huh? Victoria Bitter is a lager produced by Carlton and United Breweries, a subsidiary of Asahi in Melbourne. Ah, okay. Makes sense. He probably had that as an account name. Absolutely. What you on about, Donut? Did you design your channel logo? No, I wish I was artistic enough to design my own logos, man. I hired somebody and I worked with them to kind of come up with the idea of the logo. You know, my thing is I want it to be very clean cut, so very recognizable, right? So it's nothing too crazy. It's just very clean and simple. You know, that was kind of the point here. I'm showing you my hoodie when it's on the screen in front of me. It's a beer. Yeah, I've noticed. See, I'm drinking a beer. Can I get I'm drinking 12 Dogs of Christmas Ale. It's an ale brewed with honey and spices. So it's like a dark beer or an amber ale, I should say. Oh, you're saying that you had a YouTube account name or an account name in general called Depraved Amish Plumber. Fair enough. Well, that might be true. From where I'm from, there's a lot of Amish. So there's Amish around here all the time. You know, I've had to dodge Amish buggies driving my car. Clever Sleazoid is a song by Duran Gray. That is an awesome video. Gotcha. Okay. Black tea for me, it's really, really early. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's 11:34 p.m. here. I know that Ace is hanging out. It's mid-afternoon for Ace, right? Yeah, it's going on what 3:34 p.m. for Ace. He's middle of his day, just hanging out. You should check out Meat Canyon. Interesting. He's awesome. He's a cartoon designer, very weird, but happily enough, he's also into metal. But he likes other genres. Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Let me write it down. Meat Canyon just doesn't seem like I should be typing into any search bar, though. Pascal, I love the logo. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. A PJ used to go to generate it for me randomly. Interesting. Same, it looks great. Well, thank you, Kit Kat. I'm drinking Yingling. There's nothing wrong with Yingling. I like Yingling. It's a good light beer. Do feel you on that? A lot of Amish buggies near me, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of my guitars, actually, the road he lives on has a lot of Amish people on the road. And when I used to go and visit him, you know, you had to be careful because there's no joke. You could kill an Amish person because they're always on the road. They're on their horses. They're in their buggies, and it's no joke. I love your logo. Thank you, YouTubers. I appreciate it. Happy Ostrich. Did I miss somebody? All right. So yeah, I think we're being played, ladies and gentlemen. The autistic horse went to constipated cockroach, and now they're a happy ostrich. I hope I didn't get played, and I was trying to be super sensitive to somebody who might have autism, and now I'm just getting played in my chat. 3:34 p.m. here, mate. Yep. So I have a general idea of where you are since I'm in the same time zone. Bring some over to me, your beer. Hey, you're the one that said you also did some Crown Royal shots earlier. I think you're doing good, homie. Am I in Pennsylvania? No, I'm in Ohio. That's Browns, Ohio State. I would never dare be a Pittsburgh fan. Gross. I didn't think of that until you said. I'm catching on. Oh, Amber's in PA. Okay. Can you check out Duran Gray's Dumb Spiro album? You'll love the album. The range between death metal, deathcore, and opera singing vocals. Yeah, I can check it out. Absolutely. Constipated cockroach. Do you think yes, I think they should be able to. Oh, Jesus. I don't even think that should be a topic of discussion at all. So we're going to go ahead and go past that. Let's not go there. I agree. I'm originally from PA. Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, really? Huh. Yep. So PA is swarming. Yeah, PA is swarming. Middlefield, Ohio here. Now we have an offended turkey in the chat. I eat turkeys every year on Thanksgiving. So you can be offended all you want. I'll still eat you. Swarming with Amish bug. Yeah, no, they're swarming all around here towards would be considered the Middlefield area. You're right about not searching for Meat Canyon, but please give it a chance. You might cringe watching its cartoons. Yeah, I mean, I wrote it down, so I'll definitely I'll definitely check it out. I do have to admit the Amish markets have some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I agree. I think you can get a lot of really cool things. I mean, the handcrafted stuff from the Amish people is incredible. That you want really high quality stuff. That's where you get it, but you're going to pay for it though. Absolutely. I just cooked 2 already. Soon to be a 3rd. Yeah, you better watch out, offended turkey. I don't think you're gonna be the only offended one here. Everyone's pretty fed up with you. Now they're cooked turkey. Who doesn't love a good turkey? You're right. Amish or craftsman. I will give you this. You're quick. You're quick with it. How dare you? I'll give you this. The creativity, you're pretty creative. I'll give you that. It's pretty creative. We have a cooked turkey, an offended. So far, we've had a constipated cockroach, an autistic horse, a cooked turkey, an offended turkey. It's interesting. So many. They have so many infused olive oils. Those are just so lovely. Who doesn't love a good turkey? You're right. Everyone loves a good turkey. Donut Man, Amish are craftsmen. 100%. Absolutely. I mean, you leave them alone in an empty field. You come by the next day, there's going to be a house there. Who doesn't love leftover turkey sandwiches? I agree. Stuffing, turkey. That's my favorite right there. I think the stuffing more than the turkey, actually. One band I love disbanded this year. 2 members made a new one. They released the first EP a week or 2 ago. Band is Sisega. Go on. There is a YouTube video for it too. I effing love it. Check it out. Yeah, let me write it down. Okay. Maybe the unique names are people troll. It's definitely possible. Who knows? You never know. Can I shorten your name some? Can I shorten your name somehow? Eternal Snow, maybe. I don't want to destroy the poetry, but man, that is a long for a name. It is a very long name. But same. It's my favorite song from Don Spiro. Yeah, I've been just calling it's Eternal Snow. Your name was so long. I need to split up the comment. Okay, we're going towards. Oh boy. All right. Okay, we're going towards food, and it's making me hungry. Back to music. I don't mind. Great. All right. So I appreciate you being creative with the funny names and going back and forth, but let's try to keep it as clean as possible. I don't care if you're being goofy, but just try to keep it as clean as possible. There was no reason to go anywhere else. So just kind of be careful. I only tolerate it for too much longer, then I'll remove you. So no politics or food talks here. Got it. What's going on in the chat tonight? Must be full. Well, we can talk food. It happened last time I was at the end of the stream. Yeah, Donut Man, I think you're right. I'm going to need to start... No, Pork, I don't think you could be a moderator. Not after what you've done tonight. I can't trust you. Yeah, but I think you're right, Donut. I didn't, honestly, this is the 3rd time I've gone live, and I didn't expect this many people to actually come in, if I'm being brutally honest. So I think if people are going to continue to come back, I'm going to start putting some mods in the chat for sure. Even if it's myself. Is that a full softball? I wish my neck would crack that easily. I didn't even think about it. I think I cracked my neck too much. I'm going to end up breaking my neck one day. I'm all about the music, mate. Absolutely. Chat is chill, but I'm hungry for seeing food chatting. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so how about this, guys? If there was one band that you could see, whether that be disbanded or maybe the artist is dead, if there's one band that you could see tomorrow, what would that be? I want to see your answers in the chat. Oh geez, are we grouping for metal bands or anybody in general? Anybody in general. So if you could watch a band live tomorrow, anybody, dead or alive, who would it be? Unlucky Morpheus has a live stream show going on right now. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want to go watch Unlucky Morpheus, go watch Unlucky Morpheus. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Seriously. You want an answer and I need an answer for. I gave an answer. Jeez. That's so difficult though. My favorite band for years was Def Leppard. So would that be your my time is messed up. Whoops. That's so difficult though. My favorite band for years. Well, would it be Def Leppard then, Ace? I mean, literally, you gotta think it's a hard question. You may not think it is, but it is. It is. Anybody, dead or alive. I mean, you can go back as far as you want. Maybe cave people had bands and they just banged rocks together and they called, the Flintstones, Cheese cracker. What is your favorite cheese? All right, so that was your first warning. Moldy ham sandwich, constipated cockroach, etc. That's your first warning. It was fun and cute for a little bit, but I put you in a timeout for the next 300 seconds. If it continues after that, then I will just completely remove you from the channel. If you want to hang out, talk about music, you can, but you've spammed enough. Def Leppard, great band and group. Midori, just because I think it would be super fun. Midori as in from like Love Bites Midori? Or is that a band? Archspire, that's a good pick. X Japan before Hyde Pass. Okay. Honestly, Baby Metal, the live shows are so big and crazy hyped. Okay. At this age, gotta think a bit for that. Socrates, I had the Unlucky Morpheus show playing on my TV. Awesome. Multitasking. I like it. I'd love to see X Japan with Hyde in the early 80s when they played smaller venues. I don't really like arenas. Okay, so Brian, YouTube, who is YouTube Real Estate, you are now a moderator. So you have powers to remove people like Pork Pie and stuff who come in and spam in the chat. And so everybody does know, I do know Brian personally. So YouTube Real Estate is a personal friend of mine, a good friend. So that's why I did make him a moderator. I didn't just choose at random. Pass this question, same. Oh, come on, guys. You can't pass on the question. Think about it. Anybody. It could be anybody. It's supposed to be fun. Um, I love the Animal Crazy. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. But yeah, probably Def Leppard in their glory. Okay. Dolores from the Cranberries, huh? Interesting. Okay. Midori was a jazz punk fusion band from okay. See, Passio, I thought I was doing good. I thought I recognized a name from one of those bands. I'm like, oh, I know that one. Apparently not. Bummer. Japanese band from Pork Pie. Jesus. Give the real estate guy. That's clever. That's clever. Steve Perry from Journey. Okay, fair enough. That's a good choice. Please don't remove me. Well, Pork Pie, if you're welcome to make a legitimate name and hang out and talk about music and stuff. Absolutely, you're welcome. But you know, you've been doing the opposite of that this entire time. Maybe Led Zeppelin. Okay. I always get nervous with mosh pits. I've been to a punk. I've been to a punk. Mosh pits can be dangerous. They absolutely. I've come out with a few black eyes. That's all. I thought you were inclusive of all. I am inclusive of all, except for people who are not doing, really contributing anything to the chat besides spam. Pay money to my pain is awesome. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, I think you had mentioned that. Who would you pick to see? Now, see, I was hoping to kind of skate around it. You know, I was hoping that you wouldn't ask me. NSYNC, Ren Collective, Michael Jackson, Celine Dion. My style can be pretty bubblegum. You wouldn't say, huh? Pork Pie is like, I have 80 more accounts where that came from. I know, it's what it seems like. Laying the hammer down now. It's a Scotch egg. Scotch egg. All right. You're trolling too hard. What is your okay? So the band that I would see. Okay, let me think about it. So, what? See, I don't look at so much as the bands that I would see as much as a band that I would love to play with, because I've actually gotten to play with most of the bands that I grew up listening to. So, I played with, my favorite band is Whitechapel. I've played with them 3 times. I've gotten to play with, Soilwork from Sweden. I've gotten to play, just so many cool bands. So that's a great question. It is a hard question. So don't get me wrong. I definitely think it is a difficult question. So if I could watch any, I would like to maybe go back to like the 40s and check out one of those. An older 40s band like the Ink Spots. If you're not familiar with the Ink Spots, that's the famous song from from the game Fallout 3. The I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to set a flame in your heart. I think that would be kind of cool to check them out live and see how that is. Looks like I will say this: if Autistic Accord said they're autistic, they have an issue with understanding boundaries. It was probably all in good fun, but you will probably have to set a limit rule, as most autistic people function better knowing rules and having structure. The sounds fantastic, and I mean, if that's the case, then absolutely, I'd be more than willing to be, what's the best word? I can't speak very well. I can't think of the best word, but I'd be more than happy to do that and create rules and create boundaries, and because I want if that's truly the case, then I would want them to feel accepted regardless. But if it's just somebody that's spamming or being obnoxious, then please don't abuse that and abuse people trying to be nice to you, is what I can say. My parents listened to some wild stuff as I was growing up. Udata Hikaru. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. But people, you all know who that person is. Troll for life. Yeah. If there were one band I could see tomorrow, I would choose. I see. I tried pronouncing this last time, and it didn't go well. So I'm not going to try again. Okay, so we had the question of who would you want to see live. I have a question to pose for everybody. Okay, throw it out there, Amber. Whitechapel is awesome. Do you like Oceano? Yeah, I love Oceano. Oceano's killer. Do I like Korn and Vince Sheffield? Yeah, I grew up listening to both of them. I thought they were great. There you go, guys. That's a great question. So Amber said, if you could meet any musical artist, living or past, who would you pick? So for me, funny enough, the reason why I started getting into the metal style of vocals was from the vocalist of Whitechapel, which is Phil Bozeman. And the first time I played with him at a very intimate venue, and he walked in right in front of me, and I've never been starstruck in my entire life, and I just kind of froze like an idiot. And my buddy was like, dude, just go talk to him. He's right there. And I'm like, no, I don't want to bother him. And I was just like standing there like a little kid and didn't know what to do. And I regret that to this day because I'll probably never get a chance to just hang out with him like I could have there. But I should have just went up and talked to him, Meet and have a conversation with, yeah. It's awesome you get to play with so many bands you love. Yeah, I've gotten to play with a crap ton of bands. Like, because I'm probably missing some bands. So notable bands are like Whitechapel, Carnifex, Rings of Saturn, Entheos, So This Is Suffering, the Black Dahlia Murder, Version's Crown, who's from Australia, Flesh God Apocalypse, Shadow of Intent, A Skylit Drive, Wolves at the Gate, Lorna Shore, Day Shell, Ice Nine Kills, Silent Planet, Phineas, For All Those Sleeping, Sirens and Sailors, Woven War, which was basically As I Lay Dying without Tim Lambius, Abiotic, Dying Fetus, Battlecross, Soilwork. I could keep going. These are all bands that I played with. I created a Spotify playlist. Maybe Mitch Lucker from Suicide Silence, and also Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is a great choice. Mitch Lucker, he kind of shaped deathcore for what it was with Suicide Silence in the time that he came up. But to praise him as this amazing vocalist, I can't. And I think that's a tough story too, because he got drunk and decided to ride on his motorcycle drunk, which is something you should never do either. Mike Hunt saying that nice and slow. What's going on? Be careful. YouTube Real Estate, watch Mike. Well, of her early work, I would like Wait and See, but I really love everything she did. I don't know who that is. Johann. I almost said Jonathan. Johann Sebastian Bach would be a treat to meet. Some of the most powerful musical pieces ever written. I'll laugh if he said he'd want to see Nickelback live, although Nickelback is an awesome extreme metal band. Nickelback is super heavy. You're absolutely right. So, Mike, we've had, if you're actually a legitimate person by the name of Mike Hunt, then I apologize, but we've had a guy in here changing his name a lot in profile picture, a lot. And the way you're texting in the chat is very, very similar. So, what do you mean by watching close? That's what I mean. Yeah, I love classical music too. Okay, Ice Nine Kills and Silent Planet are two of my favorite metalcore bands. Yeah, I've gotten to play with both of them. A funny story: Silent Planet. It's before they got signed and really had a big following. We played with them at a venue, and we literally played to them and they played to us. No one showed up. It was in the middle of a week and it was hilarious. The Sheena Ringo collab is great. I got nothing on that. I'm definitely into classical music. I've seen Nickelback live. It was an awesome show. I believe. Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't see the hate around Nickelback. I think they're fantastic. Uh, all right. Um. All right, Mike. So then then what? Who's your favorite band, Mike? What's your favorite genre of music, Mike? And if you could meet somebody that's a musician past that is dead, alive, whomever, who would you meet? Yeah, I was crying back in 2012 when he passed away. 2012 was the first time I celebrated Halloween. I was 17. Okay. Yeah, I will say the Mitch Lecker Memorial Show. Everyone takes the P out of my name. If you had trolls, I get why you'd be suspicious. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't know how to highlight responses to individuals on Cell. Unfortunately, don't, man. It's kind of hard in chats like this. If there's a specific response to somebody, let me know and I'll try to read it to them. The only way to really highlight things like YouTube did is to use the super chat, but you have to actually spend money to do that. And I would never ask any of you to do that in my chat. So, I mean, it's there if you choose to want it to support me in that way, but I would never ask you to do it. I've also seen Nickelback live, won free tickets, and the singer was actually funny. And they put on a good show. Yeah, no, I believe it. I mean, I don't get the hate around him. I think it was just one of those things. It was like, let's jump on the hate train for Nickelback. I don't really listen to much music these days. I like a lot of everything, really. I used to be a big Michael Jackson fan when I was younger. I can even moonwalk. Interesting. Yeah, personally, I'm not a big dancer. I can't dance to save my life, and I don't like to dance. I think dancing is the devil. Um, okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to talk to someone specifically in chat, you should be able to just kind of at them like you're tagging them on Facebook, etc. Eternal Snow. Besides metal, I love classical music, orchestra music, goth rock, and dark psytrance. I've never heard of dark psytrance. Was that Beethoven and Mozart? Oh, you mean straight up classical? Really, you don't like dancing that much? No, I don't like to dance at all. Actually, I am not a dancer by any stretch of the imagination. Is it because you can't dance, or do you just hate it in general? I think it's mainly because I'm introverted more than anything. So I'm not a huge social person to begin with. Um, so dancing is a very extroverted thing. Um, and I just don't enjoy it. And I also don't like really being like kind of like the center of attention. And I think that's a lot of it. I like Handel. I have a soft spot for Baroque music. So Igor had some Baroque music. Was that the instrument that he was playing? I'm not sure. What is Baroque music classified as? Although my type of dancing is learning and dancing to choreography. So the closest thing to choreography and dancing that you'll get is me on stage with my band. What is what is? I'm interested in what that is. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. Psytrance, huh? Psychedelic trance music is it's a subgenre of trance music characterized by arrangements of rhythms and layered melodies created by high tempo riffs. Hmm. Interesting. I'll have to check something out. So if you get married one day, would you do that slow dance thing with your wife? I even feel nervous about that. I think I will be. I mean, I think I'd be incredibly nervous, but um, you're also getting married too, which you're going to be nervous about, right? Regardless of how you feel, I think that absolutely I'll do the slow dance if I do get married. I think if I didn't, I think that my wife at that time might probably kill me. But yes, I would absolutely do that regardless. But I'd also like to not make a fool of myself. So if I could, do something nice and easy, I'd be cool with that. It's like acid high music, like stoner stuff in a way, at least imagery wise. Socrates, you sing for a band, have YouTube channel, and don't like being center of attention. So there's a difference though. You're not all sitting around me right now, and I'm not sitting in the middle of you talking to you guys, right? I'm sitting in my own personal room by myself in a comfortable area where I can talk and be more comfortable and confident, right? Um, and even with my music, it's not about attention. It's about expressing, what I've written. It's an outlet, right? It's a great stress outlet. It's not about attention. It's about going up there, enjoying about the music that I've written, and enjoying what we've worked hard for. It's a lot of fun. Ace. I'm a social antisocial. I only talk at work because I have to. But Socrates, there's actually a very big difference. For example, I can talk to you guys right now, but if we're in person, I probably wouldn't come up to you and talk to you. I probably wouldn't say anything. I'm a social antisocial. That's fair. Ace, that's where a few drinks helps, not as stiff, and the dance moves just come naturally. I'm also a sociable, antisocial person. Fair. He has great stage presence. I've never seen that man dance just headbang. That's fair. Um, that is art, not. Wait, what is that? That is art, not. Okay. Hi, are you a musician? I wouldn't consider myself a musician. I'm a vocalist. I wish I would consider myself a musician if I could play an instrument. But until that day, I wouldn't consider myself a musician. I would just consider myself a vocalist. I'm an introvert by default. I'm a fairly antisocial. When people say hi, I just straight up run and hide behind the nearest object or person. Done that ever since I was a kid. That's fair. Introverts with bursts bursts of extrovertness unite. That's fair. I think a lot of us, if we were in a room, would each find a corner and just talk online. 100% right. Absolutely. You know, um, but it's the same concept. It's like that's why there's so many keyboard warriors, right? That's why so many people are not afraid to be complete a-holes online and be insulting, be jerks, be mean, be insensitive. Is for that same concept. I have to go now. I have work at 9 a.m. Well, Eternal Snow, thanks for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out for a couple hours that you did. And every Friday you're welcome to come back and hang out and talk with us. Right, 10 a.m. same time every Friday. What genre of music do you sing? So, the type of music that I perform is metal, so like deathcore and metalcore music. So, I'm not sure if I have that in actually the description of this video. I'm not sure if I put those in there. I can look though. Let me see. So yeah, I didn't put my band's links in the description of the video, but if you're interested in the music that I do, my one of the band's name is Astral Black. That's ASTRAAL. I'm sorry, AS. I can't spell. ASTRAAL. Yeah, Astral Black, and the other one's Defy Reality. Sorry, I had to refresh the video. You froze. No problem. I mean, look at me here. I'm all rainbows and sunshine. That's enough for being an extrovert of happiness. Uh-oh. This is another troll. It's possible. I literally caught my little brother shoving Lego. All right, how did we get here? I literally caught my little brother shoving a Lego up our dog's bum yesterday. How did we get to there, and why did that come apart? Now, let's not get off topic about shoving things up dogs' butts, because if we get there, you'll be removed. We got here via troll. Yeah, you're right. And, you know, just when I thought we could trust him, right? We get pulled right back in. Those damn trolls. Thanks, I appreciate it. Absolutely. Have a good night and have a good day at work, man. I was gone for 20 seconds or so. What happened? Mike apparently has a little brother that shoves Legos up their dog's butt, so we removed that comment. Oh, I knew better. As soon as I saw his name, yeah, I figured. But I played along for a little bit. I've learned to ban on site for those. Yeah, I try to be as nice as possible because I know some people just want to have fun. But if it gets to the point where it's like, all right, it was funny the first couple of times, and then it gets to a point where it's just like, all right, you're gone. You know, it's like if you can't be cool about it, you know. Mike Hunt has been hunted down. I like it. And there we go again. Yeah, the troll dietarian. All right. I'm dying because of that comment. I can't laugh hard when high. I just hold my breath and exhale. What is wrong with me? I don't know. That I don't know. Don't die. Don't let one person ruin your whole chilling time. Yeah, you're right, Reese. Absolutely not. One person's not going to. You're a rock star troll hunter. Absolutely. Just listen to Astral Black Twilight. Very cool. Not my genre, preferred music, but I appreciate that. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, and that's I think a lot of it comes down to it is that exactly what you said. I think is perfect. You know, and I'm glad that you appreciate the talent, but you don't have to like it. You know, and that's what's I think great about music. And I think that's what's really funny about when I do reaction videos is I'll try to find something positive about it, and somebody will come back and they'll be so upset because I'm just like, you know what? They're good musicians, but it's just not my thing. And they're like, how dare you? How dare you not love this? Actually, just listening now, I meant to your song. No, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, so the vocals, that's what I do. I'm the guy that's yelling at you. But everyone who is here, I do want to say thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. So it's been a lot of fun doing this. It's been a lot of fun doing these streams. This is the third week I've done it, and it's grown a little bit every week, right? Dude, this song is breaking me, and he hasn't started singing. What song, Amber? um. But yeah, so this is the third week I've done it. It's been a lot of fun. I've had people consistently hanging out, and it's been cool, right? Listening to Sean James, yeah, that's one of those guys I really really like. I like Sean James a lot. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun the last 3 weeks, guys. It's been cool, so I'm gonna keep doing it. It's a lot of fun just hanging out with you guys. I wish I wasn't so exhausted. So, so I'm considering. Do you think I should start the stream at like 9 a.m., guys? He's going to keep trolling. Yeah, I mean that's when I streamed on Twitch, I was an affiliate on Twitch, and I streamed on Twitch for a while. I mean, you're always going to get trolls. Unfortunately, when I'm in my Twitch chat, I had moderators and I had people that would handle it, and I could ban them. But unfortunately, this is something new, so I'm still learning all the streaming techniques for YouTube, and I'm getting that taken care of. But you're right, tonight does have some growing pains, right? Not 9 a.m. I'm sorry. I meant, so on Fridays, do you think I should push it out an hour or start it an hour earlier? I mean, all it takes is a VPN for somebody to be able to do this, and it's hard to really do something. So I meant to say, you may have heard AM. It's possible. I'm exhausted, so I can hardly. I'm not saying things correctly. I meant to say, should I start the streams on Friday at 9 p.m., so an hour earlier than I typically do, or do you guys like it starting at 10 p.m.? 9 p.m. Fridays, yeah. The first metal tune I ever heard that I remember was Bloodlust by Venom, and I liked it enough. I'm a 70s classic rock person mostly. Oh, okay. Cool. Maximus, welcome. Hello, thought I'd pop in before going to work. Would have been on earlier, but I don't think Morpheus was doing it. I heard that's awesome. And so no problems at all. That's definitely really cool. Hopefully they killed it. I'd be able to flood chat. Okay. Enjoy your day/weekend, everyone. Ace, you taking off then? Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. I'd be at work at 9 a.m. No, guys, I did not mean 9 a.m. I'm sorry. I meant 9 p.m. So just an hour earlier than I typically started. So I'd start the stream at 9 p.m. instead of 10. I might not make it an hour earlier, but I might not make it every Friday. No, I mean, I don't expect anyone to make it every Friday. And if you did, you're a champ. So you do what's best for you. No, and I like you guys' thought process on that too, because whenever I like to hang out with you guys. So I mean, if there's a time you seem to all be good with the 10 to what I'm doing now, but I'm just curious if it would make a difference if I'd started a little bit earlier. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna. What I'm probably going to do, guys, let's come up with one last question, and then I'm going to end the stream at 12:30, so in 13 minutes. So what's a good question we can end this with? Okay, how about this? It's not music related, but just something fun. If you could visit one place in the world, where would you go? Anywhere at all. I'd like to see. 8 p.m. So I'm gonna end the stream here in about 12 minutes, guys, at 12:30. But I want to end on this question. If you could go one place on the planet, where would you go to visit? If you could go tomorrow. Japan. Boom. Kyoto. Where is that? Is that Japan? Can I go home now, teach? Kyoto, Japan. Okay, that's cool. Boom, done. Maybe Japan. Okay, so a lot of Japan. Okay. I think I'd like to visit Europe. I think for me it's Europe because I'd love to visit Rome, Italy. I'd love to visit Germany. I'd love to I'd love to kind of hit all of that area. I think that'd be really cool. It's very historical. I always like going to Arizona, but a place I've never been, maybe Romania, Hungary, and others in that area. Okay. Kit Kat says, honestly, I want to do a European tour, hit Italy, move through Switzerland, Germany, and anywhere else. It would be such an amazing adventure. The cemetery. Oh, boy. No, no cemetery for you. I would definitely go to Japan. I like Kyoto. I was there 2 years ago. Okay. Awesome. I would love to actually live in Arizona if I get the opportunity. That is art, not Greece. Greece Islands. Okay, Greece. Well, I live next to a huge community. Fair enough. I thought Europe was a country until I meet Latvian, like Latvia. Is that right? Latvia, right? Latvia is a country in Europe, near the Baltic Sea. I didn't even see it. Maximus has been to Kyoto. He was there 2 years ago. That's awesome. Greece would be cool. I think Greece would be really cool. I have a coworker that goes every year. Oh, that's awesome. Europe would be my second choice. Yeah, I think Europe would be my first choice, and then I think it would be cool to visit Japan. I think it would be even cool to visit China. Um, I think that'd be cool. I think it would also be cool to visit like Iceland, or even Iceland or Greenland. I think that would be cool to visit as well. Been to Spain twice and Africa once. Hell yeah. A snake goes historical artifacts. Go to bed. You have to go to work. That's a good dad joke, though. I like it. I like it. Dad jokes are always welcome. It's a bit full of tourists, but it is a really nice place. That's fair. At the moment, I would also like to take the train through Russia. I think it would be really interesting. Russia. Go give Mr. Putin a high five. Maybe even stop by and meet Edward Snowden. There you go. I've been to Japan, Australia, Spain, and France. Wow, that's awesome. Israel and Iceland, I've heard it's super beautiful. I've been to Greece and Turkey for a month each, and overall the trip was really cool. Backpacked it, but stayed in cheap hotels. I heard that's actually a really popular thing to do. Is people will go and they'll backpack and they'll stay. I think they're like basically modern day, like not in the. I want to say. I don't know what they're called now. They're not brothels because brothels were basically prostitute houses. But basically, maybe there's another name for it now. But people will backpack and they'll stay basically in these houses where it's like one room and there's a whole bunch of beds in it and they'll sleep in there. It's super cheap. I've heard about a lot of people doing that. Amsterdam for sure. I always thought Iceland was just snow and Greenland was just grass. From my understanding, it's the opposite, right? Iceland's very green and beautiful, whereas Greenland's very icy. Pasio, yes, I think that's the downside to Kyoto. I think Hokkaido would be an awesome too. The landscape is so beautiful. I've been to Brazil, Ireland, and Gabon, Africa. Cool. I've been to the Bahamas. That's about as far out of the country I've gone for me. And I've been to the Philippines. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know that word too. Oh, holy moly, a lot of travelers. Yeah, a lot of you have been to really cool places. That's awesome. I think meeting Putin is very unlikely. Yeah. Okay, good night. Good night, Snow. Hostel. That's probably near, yeah. It's not brothel. Brothel's for prostitutes. I guess that's if that's what you're into. I'll try not to judge. Hostels, yeah. Thank you. I was like, yeah, I kept wanting to say brothel, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I feel like there's something wrong there. Not to be confused with the movie. I go snorkeling in the Philippines or Indonesia. Now, that would be awesome. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Traveling's always fun, right? It's like an adventure, you know? Seeing new places, things, cultures, people, new foods, animals. You know, it's like, you know, stepping into a different world, right? Oh. I knew what you meant when you said brothel. You're like, yeah, well, he's like, I won't talk about my personal experiences, but yeah, no, absolutely. I've been to Matsuwa and Edgewater, New Jersey. I wonder what that is. Maximus, I've been to a fair few countries in the world. China, Japan, French, Guinea. Is that right? Like Guinea? French Guinea? Or what is that? I probably said that completely wrong. Please correct me. Germany, Greece, plus lots of other European countries. That's awesome. Mitsuwa. Mitsuwa. What is that? Yes, exactly. The peoples and the cultures. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So we're coming down here to the last few minutes. I want to slowly start just kind of wrapping up, just to kind of end things out. Everybody who came by, hung out, as always, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys coming in. And the biggest thing I want to say thank you for is how respectable 99.9% of you guys are, how polite you are to each other, and that's exactly what I want in every stream. So thank you guys so much. Everybody is very accepting of each other. That you guys are talking and getting along. That to me, that's very important. So thank you guys for not being, super obnoxious in the chat, being, super, using a lot of profanity and just really being cool. So thank you guys so much. You've made this a lot of fun, very chill and relaxing thing to do. So, that's why I get excited every Friday. I'm like, I get to stream tonight, relax, have a drink, talk to people about music, and just learn about other countries and stuff as well. So thank you guys for being so cool. Like I said, I can't say that enough. So that's the biggest things, and I appreciate you guys stopping to support and say hi. That's awesome. Every Friday, 10 p.m. Stop by, talk about music, and I got a whole bunch more bands to check out, guys. So thank you so much. I'll be checking out those throughout the week, so be looking for those new videos. But more importantly, though, like I said, I appreciate all of you being super respectful to each other in the chat. That's important to me. You have a good weekend as well. I wish I could stay up later, but unfortunately I'm exhausted and I'm struggling to stay awake and form complete sentences. I keep stumbling over myself. Mitsuwa is a shopping center. Okay, very cool. Thank you for the stream and have a good night. Thanks for the chat and have a good time. We'll see you next week. Merry Christmas. Yeah. And everyone, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to everyone, or Happy Holidays, or whatever it is you celebrate. I hope you enjoy it, guys. And that's it for the night, guys. Thank you so much as always. And I will not be on next Friday. What is next Friday? That's a good call. You are absolutely 100% right. I will not be streaming next Friday because next Friday is Christmas. I could stream. I could. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll pop on. Who knows? It's not like I got anything too crazy going on for Christmas, right? No. I probably will not be streaming, guys. You're right. Yes, that's a good call. Thank you about that. I completely forgot. I cannot believe it's already Christmas. All right, so yeah. So probably Friday. So probably the following Friday for New Year's, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm going to do in the channel videos, guys. Thank you for the call out. I'll keep you guys updated in those videos and let you know the next time I'll go live. But thank you again so much, guys. Have a great night,